Hello everyone, this is Jim Okersinski with your weekly screencast video. So we're already into week 9 of 12. And this week we're going to continue working with our possible research questions. Everybody did a good job with discussion board number 9. So we're going to use those research questions, probably one or two, we'll try to narrow it down a little bit, to focus on discussion board 9.25 and also discussion board 9.50. So this week's activities are designed to help you scaffold into the topic proposal assignment coming up next week in week 10, and ultimately the literature review coming up in week 11, I believe, is the first draft of that particular assignment. And then we'll go through the same peer review process that we did for the review article. So let me get to discussion board 925. Here we go. Keywords. I think it's really important that everybody begins with watching the two videos here. One on keywords, and then the next particular video is about relevant sources for a lit review. I think they'll inform your thinking as you work through this activity. So I ask you to use AI to help research and pull together and narrow your particular research question. So I provide a template. Templates and prompts are very important in working with AI. So I want everyone to use this exact prompt here. I am a community college student assigned to write a literature review. My research question is, and then I want you to fill in your research question, your best selection that might narrow it down. I may have commented on your research questions in a discussion board, but it's a research question you think would be your best guess to narrow your particular topic. So, and then include the provide 3 to 4 internet sources using Google to develop keywords for my search, because you need to develop some keywords to help you, or I should say, to help you in continuing your research for sources. And we're looking for internet sources that should be reputable websites and published articles. So we're looking to thin out some of the noise. So you fill in your research question, you throw this into your particular AI software, and press the button. See what it gets you. Usually it's a pretty good post. It'll give you some information and some sources. So what I'm looking for the initial post is I'm looking for the copy and paste your completed template. I want this here with your research question in the post and the exact AI response to the prompt. I want just a copy and a paste. Don't thin it out. Don't just pull it straight out of AI. So if you can see here, we already have one post to this discussion board. We have internet sources here with links, keywords right here. And then of course you're required as always to write a response. This is the last step here to your response to the AI results. I think you'll find that you've been doing this in my in-person classes. Students have been able to locate some really important information and sources that are relevant to their topic. It is worth your time to do this activity. So this is discussion board 9.25. Now, discussion board 9.5 is where we're going to get some practice building the quote sandwich. So a very good video on how to build a quote sandwich. I provide some information here on the quote sandwich technique that you can look through. So I'm asking you to grab one of the sources from your particular AI assist there, locate a quote and build a quote sandwich here, right? So my expectations for about 150 words for this activity. You have to respond to your classmates, but it tells you how to introduce the source, who the authors are. Remember, we always work with authors. Why is the source important? And then work in the quote that you can turn around and analyze and talk about afterwards about that quote. So it's an important activity, and these will build into the topic proposal because you need a couple of sources for that. And here we have a pretty good example somebody's already posted up to this particular board here. All right, so these are 2 activities for the week. I think it's important for everybody to take a good look at these 2. They'll help you build into the topic proposal, and I'll have more information going in the next week. You can even take a look at the proposal assignment. All right, if you have any questions or issues, please send me an email.